What is up, guys? We are back
up?
at Ettin Games. It's been a while for me.
Yeah, glad to have you back, bud.
Almost a month, I think.
All your
now.
fans miss you. I'm sure we'll get an outpour.
DJ Big Russ, excited to see another Destiny stream. Thanks, man. We are too. We're excited to be commentating on these games, especially with the new rules changes that just came forth.
Man, talk about the hammer coming down.
Yeah, it's really exciting. I'm very happy with all of the changes, and just to see that Jeremy's not afraid to, make a statement.
I think some of them were a little overboard, like maybe a little bit of overkill, but all in all, I think they got what they wanted. They shook up the meta. Well, not shook it up. They changed the meta. It was nothing like it was. So
I think a lot of people are underestimating some of the cards that got hit, though.
Right.
Imperial Inspection still phenomenal. Basically, 0 cost. Your opponent loses 2 resources.
Yeah, just not as overly phenomenal as it used to be.
Right.
Yeah.
9's still fantastic.
I
Rolling in a rocket launcher 2 times around.
Yeah, I think nines is going to be kind of a sleeper. I think people are going to underestimate them. I think when you play with 9s now, I think you're going to go about it a little differently, building him up and the support character up a little more, as opposed to just having, one resource on 9s and just bam, 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 balance ambition, bam, bam,
right,
bam, bam.
Exactly. You're not going to be able to machine gun, but
you're going to have a lot more dice on the board.
Especially as better weapons keep being printed. Like we just saw the heirloom saber. Which is absolutely ridiculous. 3 black damage sides. I do not want to go up against a blue-yellow villain deck with that.
Yeah,
being able to bait and switch and force strike it.
So, I mean...
Will Master saying, fixing heat of battle makes him sad and happy. No more swiftness, tactical mastery until all the damage. Yeah, I think
heat of battle, I think that was an unnecessary nerf personally because it didn't have ambush. And your opponent also got to benefit from it if they had dice in the pool.
And again, that's just one of those cards that people are really going to underestimate. Being able to fix 2 dice in a single action.
You can go from +2 that you can't resolve to 6 that you're resolving.
Exactly.
Easily.
You can still running interference with it on Sabine. Ambush her in, play heated battle, turn her and DL44 to 3s. Running interference. They can't remove it.
I think It's a Trap was a decent nerf. I think that fit it well considering it has ambush. But I mean, of course, we don't have a say in it. We take what they give us and we're gonna run with it and see what we can do with it. So I'm super excited to see.
Me too. Yes, DJ Brigros, we are in fact using the new erratas. The new rules reference guide. We do have a couple players that I think might have showed up with a Phasma deck that shoots 13. But
I know Vince showed up, but he I've actually speak with him quite a bit, and he actually has adjusted that.
Okay.
So he's still playing the Phasma, but he has adjusted to the new FAQs. So, I know we have a regionals coming up. So we're definitely wanting to, regional practice and stuff like that. We want to get ready for regionals, so we want.
Yeah, there's no point playing with the old stuff when the biggest.
It's not like you're going to win a store
events.
championship.
Yeah,
it's just casual tourneys. So we might as well get ready for regionals. That was our thinking on it, guys. So.
All right, so for this first match, we got Trey Dismukes. He's been on stream several times. He's a really good player in our area, and he's playing against Jonathan. Trey is running 2 Magnaguards and a Gammorean guard.
And which is so Trey as a pet deck,
Yeah. He does enjoy playing jank decks.
We played in a small tournament yesterday. And
Vibro Knife, turns on his Force Illusions, his Indomitables.
Yep. My daughter played Palp yesterday, and she did pretty well with it, and she played some decent decks. She played a Dooku Voss, and she played Kylo 9s with it. So
Kylo 9s was there? Was it single die?
No, I'm sorry. It was CAD 9s.
Ooh.
It was CAD 9s.
Interesting. So single die 9s?
Yes.
I'm guessing?
Yeah.
All right, so Trey looks
should
like Trey
win
wins,
this,
and he's picking the shields, which is going to be brutal for Jonathan, being able to Guardian away that Palpatine die.
Yeah,
or just even splash damage from the Palpatine's resolution onto the shields.
Palp hates Guardian as it is, and having 1 die Palp, I think I think Trey's automatically ahead at the beginning of this game.
I mean, he's got what 16, 20, 27 health on his characters.
Yep.
And 2 characters that don't die at the end of a round.
Yeah, Wibble. I'm there with you. I don't know if he's ever going to be just a top tier 1 deck.
Well, he's a single character, so there's hard counters to him in Crime Lord and Carbon Freezing Chamber and just die removal.
But he is a deck I think that can get there if you play him well enough, and you get lucky in a few of your matchups.
So Trey's hand is looking really good. He's got Aftermath, a Truce, a Riot Baton, Tech Team. So he's got all of his money generating stuff, and that's exactly when you want to have it during the first turn.
What does Tech Team do again? Tech Team.
You exhaust it and play a support. Basically it binds all things for supports.
Gotcha.
So it can hold incredible value if you have enough supports in your deck to make it worth it.
Right. Unless you're Chad and you play him in your deck when you don't have any supports.
Right. So Jonathan's going to play Take Cover on Palpatine. Take Cover, Jonathan's a newer player, so he might just be filling out his deck with
filling
cards from the 2-player starter.
Now he does have a Dark Council out, and I really like Dark Council.
It's so good.
It is just a beast.
Like, I mean, you still have to roll that special, but when you do,
but it has 2 special sides, doesn't it?
No, it's just got
one special side.
But I played against somebody the other day that they rolled the special 3 times in a row, and I was like,
the first time I played it with a 2-player starter, I did that. So, I really like Dark Council. It's a super fun. Now, Jonathan's got to feel your anger in your hands. That could help. Use the Force. I don't know. I think that Guardian is going to kill him. So he's going to use the Force, and I'm sure spin Palp's die, and then it's just going to get Guardianed away.
Well, Trey's also got it. He doesn't like you. So he's got free removal and all his money generating things.
Now,
he's actually just going to Guardian it.
Yeah.
Looks like.
So now, if you're Jonathan here, do you maybe spin it to a shield side? That way he can't Guardian it away. You get 2 shields and he still has to take 2 damage.
Yeah, I'm not sure, or even 2 discard.
Yeah,
that's something that I use. I use the Force in Palpatine, and I'll many times spin him to 2 discard. Trey's rolling out his Gammorean, gets a blank, so we might see that Feel Your Anger. Oh no, because Jonathan spent his 2nd resource already.
The Duel of the Cup.
Trey just making sure Jonathan gets that. Use the Force out of the play area.
That would be broken if you use the Force as support, wouldn't it? Just exhaust it once per turn to spin a die.
Yeah, that would probably be a card that Lucas would design.
So, not a whole lot of damage on Trey's side, but
he's probably going to be able to get out a. Oh no, he doesn't have resource sides on any of his characters, does he? Does the Magnaguard? No, the Magnaguard has a resource, right?
Yes. Yeah, it looks like it has 1 resource side on it. Yeah. But even then, that's it's fairly obvious Trey's going to be slow rolling this, his games with this deck. Very very slow, meticulous type play. So yeah, he is holding that Riot Baton in his hand. He does have a Truce also, so we could easily see a Riot Baton come down first action on the next round. So Trey's going to claim, just do that 1 damage. Doesn't feel like he needs anything else. And this is a problem you run into running a support character with Palp. When you take away one of Palp's dice,
his damage potential goes way down.
Control just wrecks him. Dice control just... Oh, man, another Riot Baton. I'm sure Trey didn't want 2 of those in his hand at one time.
Well, he's got another Truce, and he's starting the round with 2 resources, so he's probably going to get to play that right now. That's one of the things that makes the Magnaguard kind of bad, is that when you play redeploy weapons on them, you can't use that die 2 times in a round. Because because they're not defeated till the end of the round.
Right.
So you can't strategically use that redeploy.
Yeah, I got you. I follow you. Yeah. So an Electrostaff coming down on Jonathan's side. Looks like Jonathan's just building up some supports.
And Trey drops the right baton.
On the Gammorean. He did roll that one resource on Magnaguard we were just talking about,
so he's gonna he could double truce into another.
Potentially get that second right baton out also.
Jonathan rolls out, gets a 2 shields on Palp. That 2 shield side is so good.
Yeah.
Even better now with Vibro Knife being hit. But I mean, we just played 2 games or 3 games before for this.
Vibro Knife, guys, I'm here to tell you, is apparently not as nerfed as everybody thought it was going to be.
Yeah, there was so many. I was playing Ahsoka Kanan, and several turns in a row, I was able to
6 unblockable.
Yeah, do 6 or 7.
I mean, might as well just not be nerfed.
And I was playing against Han too to rub it in.
Right.
So Trey is gonna truce.
And
probably truce again. Just reminding Jonathan that he does have ambush. And now he's thinking about what to do next. Gonna roll into Magnaguard.
So, unless he's gonna drop 2 riot batons on the Gammorean, I don't know.
That's probably what he's going to do.
Unless he just has other cards in his hand, he wants to play this round first anyway. But maybe waiting to see how Jonathan's side of the board plays out before he pulls the trigger on it.
If you're Trey, do you just kill his Magnaguard first?
I think so.
It takes away the best defense. It takes away cannon fodder.
It takes away Dark Council.
Takes away and Electro Staff.
Yeah. Now you're looking at 1-die Palp.
Yeah, so. It's interesting that Jonathan chose to put the shields on Palpatine when he's got 15 health. He's not going anywhere this turn, but Trey could potentially kill
Magnaguard.
The Magnaguard.
Yeah. So there's that second riot baton.
I mean, he'd have to roll well, but it's not outrageous, especially with 50% damage on all of his dice.
Well, he didn't have the
reroll from the batons.
He didn't have the resources to do it right now, because he'd have to hit the 3-for-1 on both batons, wouldn't
he? He could hit 2/2 plus 2 1. He could deal 7.
Oh yeah, if he rerolls the other
with 0 resources.
Yeah. Okay.
Jonathan's got 2 doubts, a parry, and a feel your anger. So his deck's. I wonder if the way he built his deck was in response to Kylo, new Kylo. Maybe.
I think it's
maybe
more,
he was running Elite Palpatine before, and
yeah, I don't know. I think it's probably more just trying a new character combination, and lack of experience in the game. You don't know for sure that a 1-die Palpatine is not as good as you're thinking it is on paper. So,
well, I've never actually played 1-die Palpatine, so I don't know. It's all conjecture for me.
Right.
So it gets a pretty good roll.
So this would be a really good time for Feel Your Anger, Jonathan.
I don't think he has any resources available.
Yeah, because
Trey
double truce.
Oh, he does.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. So parry dropping. I would keep an eye out for flex spots in the decks y'all are thinking about taking to regionals for parry and what's the other one? Evade?
Evade, yeah. The meta is definitely slowed down enough to make them worthwhile.
Exactly. So. That was one of the things that I did during the Awakenings meta is the day before the tournament, or the night of the tournament, I would find room for a block and a dodge in my decks, and or one or the other, depending on if the meta was leaning a certain way.
Yeah.
And they definitely come up big. You'd be surprised. You might think, oh, it's too expensive, but when it's saving you 8 damage, definitely worth it.
Right. Yeah, as when I came into the game, I found out real quick that it was not efficient for the Spirit of Rebellion meta. I had to pull them out of my decks really quick, but it is definitely...
Well, one of the things about it was that Nines was just rolling in a single dice each time and just resolving.
Yeah,
and if he couldn't, he never had like a huge pool of dice.
It never felt good playing it. So, but now, like I said, the meta slowed down enough, and it definitely could be worthwhile again. Oh man, a blaster on Palpatine, man. Just not used to seeing that.
And redeploy. But he's playing it on.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing that I was just talking about though. Like the redeploy doesn't help him.
It doesn't really matter.
If he plays it on the Magnaguard, because it won't redeploy till the end of the round.
Right. Just
so Trey not even getting Guardian, because Jonathan's already chosen the pig as his target. And if I'm Trey, I'm probably gonna keep that ready Magnaguard standing up in case the Gammorean dies.
Now I feel your anger. No, does he have the? I don't think he has resources now.
He could doubt.
Yeah.
Doubt is a lot better than I gave it credit for. I didn't like it.
Told you so.
I really didn't like it in the beginning of Spirit of Rebellion, just because everybody was playing Pomaz, and like it feels so bad to doubt a Pod special into like 3 damage or 2 damage
or into a post special.
or into another post special, and it burned me a lot.
Yeah.
But I've definitely come around on it. It's a definite auto include in all my villain decks.
Yeah, it can be quite. It makes you doubt when, because it really does not feel good to doubt something and still take damage.
Exactly.
But that's when you have to run percentages
in
your
head. Or doubt a 2
know.
Discard back into 2 discard.
Yeah.
That's like...
So you have to. That's basically when you're running percentages in your head.
Right.
Is it? Do you have better odds of rolling less damage or the same, as opposed to rolling something worse for you?
So Trey goes ahead and deals 4 to kill the Magnaguard. He will get to roll in, but this just comes back to Jonathan putting those shields on Palpatine instead of deciding to protect his Magnaguard.
And that's huge on Magnaguard. It might not be so huge on other characters, but if he can squeak the Magnaguard, it doesn't matter if he has 1 damage left on him. If he can get him 1 more turn, he has a whole nother turn with that Magnaguard. Right. So that's huge.
And if Jonathan had kept that F11D rifle in his hands, he could use the Electrostaff die and then override it before the end of the turn with the redeploy. So he saves those 2 resources and he can spend them on other things.
So spinning Palp.
Trey can't guardian anything. Let's see if he has an answer. Yep, another he doesn't like you.
And that's typical Trey. Lot of, I don't mean that bad way, just a lot of mitigation in his deck. Trey normally makes it hard for you to hit him, which is never a bad game plan for anybody.
I don't know. I don't think he had any die removal cards in his Pomaz.
Well, that's Pomaz. I mean,
you just said that he runs so much removal.
I know. I mean, in his decks, not taking Pomaz to start. I mean, Pomaz is Pomaz. It's beat you in the face and claim.
Right.
With the exception, now he ran retreat. He
didn't run a retreat.
Yes, he did. Yes, sir. The last store championship we played, I played against him. Yeah, he was running the retreat.
I stopped going because I didn't want to.
No, he started running the retreat version after they errated fast hands. Okay. After they errated fast hands, he put retreat in. But anyway, on Trey's pet decks and stuff like that, he likes his mitigation, which is good.
And he likes these he likes these minions decks.
Yeah, he loves these non-unique characters, which is good. It's fun to see something, And I'm still waiting for him to pop up with one of these decks that just turns into a tier 1 deck that, starts running rampant all over the country.
I mean, I think he felt like he was close with his Jin deck that he's got. But
he might have. He might have felt close. I never saw it, but that's just because that's something else about the errata that got me. They increased the cost of some of the. Oh.
So there's a new card from the 2-player starter. It's your skills are complete.
Yeah.
It's a 0-cost die mitigation card. Lets you turn an upgrade die to any side.
Right.
I believe. So 0 cost. It's pretty good.
And that could be a decent card with the upgrades we're seeing now. I mean, with the Vibro nerf, spinning Vibro to a blank after rolls +2 seems pretty good.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Unless you're playing Kane and Ahsoka and the other 3 dice on the board are focus dice. So, thanks, Justin.
So what does Jonathan need to do? I mean, he's actually not in that bad of a spot. All of Trey's characters are close to half dead.
Honestly, I think Jonathan just needs to hope that Trey starts running out of mitigation, so he can resolve Palp's dice with whatever it's showing.
Another thing that kind of sucks with the Magnaguard is Aftermath, because you won't get that resource till the end of the round, so you can't time it with like a best defense if you wanted to.
But what about endless ranks for Magnaguard?
It's pretty good because it's basically giving him 2 additional turns.
Yeah.
Like you said, they stick around 1 turn longer than they should.
Well, it doesn't give. I don't think it was 2 additional. It basically just It doesn't.
Right.
You don't see him missing for a turn.
Exactly.
They can't bust them while you have dice showing on the board and kill them, and then you bring them back next round. They're going to finish out the round and then come back next round. So.
Can you play endless ranks?
The wheels are turning.
I'm trying to think because how does endless ranks read?
Okay, endless ranks is return a defeated non-unique red character to the battlefield. So he's going to start with no damage on him again. So
could you play it though when your Magnaguard is at the defeated threshold, like before they're actually defeated at the end of the round?
Well,
or are they not technically defeated?
No, I think the way Magnaguard reads, they are defeated. They just don't go away until...
It says defeated after this round ends.
Okay, so you'd have to wait till the next round.
Yeah, so that wouldn't work.
Right, okay. That would be sick, Justin. Like, he's defeated. No, I'm just going to heal 8 from him with endless ranks.
Yeah. So, Trey still hasn't resolved anything yet, and Palpa is about to take quite a bit of damage, it looks like.
But now Aftermath, not so bad now. Because then at the end of the round, they're defeated. You get the extra resources to endless ranks them at the beginning of the next turn.
Right. So, yes, the new rules are in effect today. There's no point in continuing with the rules as they were pre-errata.
This is not a store championship.
Yeah, we're all the players here are trying to get ready for regionals because we have one coming up in
November 25th.
Yeah, November 25th in Austin. So, I mean, we don't have much time to prepare.
Yeah, it's
less than a month now.
Yeah, it's coming very quick.
So Trey dealt 2. And Trey's gonna claim and resolve that other 2.
Oh, there's another new card Jonathan holding in his hand. I couldn't tell what it is. I haven't memorized all the pictures yet. It's the one that looks like it has Darth Maul on it, I think.
Jedi Rival is when you activate your remove a shield from a character.
Oh, gotcha.
Which, that could actually be pretty good for new Kylo. But, I don't know, even then, why wouldn't you just... I'd rather just run Intimidate.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
I don't know. It could be nice. Typically a resource is worth 2 damage, right?
Right.
So, if you get Jedi Rival early and you end up removing, 4 or 5 shields from an opponent's characters,
all those pay sides hitting Trey now. He's got the.
And Jonathan drops the Abandon All Hope. Wow, that sucks. And Trey's just like, all right,
his hand. I'll take the damage. Yep.
I'll let you roll whatever you want.
That was a really good Abandon All Hope.
Definitely. So. Oh, it's not Tech Team. It's Imperial HQ.
Oh, okay.
So, that's letting him resolve. Man, that was a ton of damage.
Yep.
So Palpatine's sitting at 12 now. Jeez.
Went from 2 to 12.
Just like that. 4 to 12.
4 to 12, yeah. 4 to 12.
And I think it's...
And whatever Palp rolls, he's going to get to resolve now. And he rolls a blank. So,
yeah.
Man, Jonathan.
But even he needs to hit a 3 and a +2 and be able to snipe that Gammorean guard out. Well, he might not even want to kill him he might not want to give those redeploys over to the Magnaguards, because then they'll get to use them through the next round. I don't know if Jonathan can come back from this. He needs like a Force illusion, or he needs to rise again is what he needs.
Yeah, really. But even then, he's still
and that's
hitting that 3.
That's a great roll. So I think I kill that already damaged Magnaguard probably. I don't know, because you gotta know that Trey probably has endless ranks. So, Jonathan's gonna go for the Gammorean guard.
And the F11D can finish him off, right? Because that's 2 damage. Or
but
is that as Trey chooses?
It's as Trey chooses.
Yeah.
Trey pokes.
And I guess there maybe do the F11D first to force Trey to put damage somewhere, so you can see where he puts the damage first.
Yeah, that's something that I like to do as well. Like, if I have let's say I roll Palp and I roll damage and shield, I might resolve the shield first and see what they do.
Now, Jonathan's still in this. If he can, depending on what Trey draws, if he can roll out and Trey's characters are all so close that extra damage coming off the Palp die could really hurt.
Exactly. He just needs to mitigate a few dice this round.
So, but Trey does draw that doubt, so any kind of mitigation kind of blows that plan up.
So, oh my goodness, and Jonathan's playing flank.
In a 1-character deck.
Well, it's 2 characters.
Oh, well, it was 2 characters. Yeah.
So that's not going to help him at all.
Well, that's...
And I don't think he has anything else. Cause he's got a speeder bike, mind probe, right baton, and a block.
A block.
So, actually, yeah, he needs to play block right now.
That's his only option.
I don't know what he's thinking about.
He's just running options through his head, Justin. Give him a minute. So,
what he's probably thinking is, oh my gosh, why does this guy keep rolling so much damage?
Yeah, how does he keep hitting damage on like a Gammorean like that? I don't know. My riot batons will roll 2 blanks in a row every time. So,
Trey is going to drop Gaffy Stick. So he's starting to get to a point where, Jonathan's not going to be able to remove all those dice.
Did Trey pay for the Gaffy Stick?
I think he did. Surely he did. I mean, it doesn't matter that much at this point, I don't think, but I mean, Jonathan still hasn't rolled out.
He's got pay size on everything.
Here's the thing, though, is Trey is going to be able to splash 2 damage onto that Gammorean guard and get those riot batons back.
Yeah.
And dropping an electro staff. So Jonathan does have, looks like 5 damage plus 2 from Palpatine. He needs to deal 8 to win. And there's no way for him to do that unless he had like a high ground or a deflect. Well, deflect wouldn't help.
Is our camera vibrating? Okay, there it goes. It cleared. So, and here again, those Magnaguards not going away to the end of the round is going to definitely make a difference.
Trey hasn't rolled in those Magnaguards yet, right?
No.
It's just confusing to me that he's got their character dice off. So Trey will lose. He lost the Gammorean Guard, and he's going to lose one of his Magnaguards now.
But this should be game over. Trey's got so many rerolls. He's got 2 or 3 cards in his hand, so this should be.
He just needs to hit 2 damage.
Yeah. And reroll into a blank on that riot baton just to show me it's not just mine, Trey.
And he hits the 3.
It's just mine.
And that's gonna do it.
Yep. Yep. Nothing you can do to help, Jonathan. So it was closer than I thought it was going to be honest with you.
Most definitely. I mean, that's one of the things about Palp is that, the longer the game goes on,
the worse it is for you.
Exactly.
Playing against them.
And that distributed damage really starts piling up.
So, well, there you have it, the Gammorean Magnaguard ×2, taking it down, man.
Yeah, it's fun to be back here. It's been way too long.
Yeah, dude, it's been a month since you've been sitting in that chair. And
and the last time I asked for a break, and Josh came in here and filled in, and he did a great job.
Yes, we appreciate it. He did, dude.
I was sitting at home watching, and I was still kind of a little jealous, but but no, it was a good break.
Doing it every week like we were, and you were the one that was here every week.
Right.
My work schedule didn't permit it, and so I may not have had the day off, but I didn't have to. I wasn't here, but Grant would fill in. So me and Grant were going every other week, but you were here every week. So it's definitely not a unreasonable thing to think you just need a Sunday just to chill out and watch the game and
and watch some football too.
Well, we definitely missed you.
I hadn't watched any football.
We definitely missed you.
Yeah.
So,
but
as to why he went second Magna instead of Royal, I don't know if he had Twin Shadows.
I think he just wanted the Endless Ranks combo.
Right.
We saw he had Endless Ranks.
Yeah.
And he's actually going. It looks like he was showing Jonathan a few of the cards in his deck. We'll see if we can get. So
I think it's just geared more towards Endless Ranks with that Magnaguard.
And I think that's what he's explaining to Jonathan right here, is that's the main idea, is you get, Endless Ranks off. And
you never have a turn with the missing Magnaguard if you have the resources,
Exactly.
That was one of the bigger problems in the triple Death Trooper.
One of the problems.
Well, when you play wasn't a problem. When you play triple Death Trooper, you roll out a good roll on Death Trooper and they finish them off. You're not bringing them back. Usually
you're not
until
able
the next round until you
get
those 2 resources to help you play Endless Ranks. With Magnaguard, you never miss a beat.
Right,
they
exactly.
finish the round, they're back at the beginning of the next round. So
because killing a character is one of the best forms of die removal. So if a character rolls out and then they die, then their dice are gone.
Yeah.
So that's the idea. Is you get really good redeploy weapons like.
I'm not sure. I don't know how indirect damage is a counter to Magnaguard.
I'll tell you what it is a counter to. It's a counter to Palpatine.
Yes.
These indirect damage die sides that are just massive.
Yeah, you're getting cheap upgrades with 3 damage sides, basically.
Yeah, if Wedge rolls out 2 + 3, that's a third of Palpatine's
When
health.
you don't have another character to spread it over to, it's just like direct damage. So I guess Palpatine is not going to like direct damage at all.
No,
that may be just the nail in the coffin for Palpatine.
Yeah, I'm hoping that either the 2-cost plot cards or there might be some other thing in Legacies that can help Palpatine combat this indirect damage.
I don't know. I think he has an uphill climb in most metas now, regardless. So.
So Zodiac's saying you can't put more indirect damage than health. Oh, okay. Well. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, well, I mean, it might help 1 or 2 damage transfer over, but I don't think it's going to be. I personally, I don't think it's going to be like a hard counter to Magnaguard. You're just not going to be able to overkill him unless, I don't know. I don't think it hurts Magnaguard quite as much as it hurts Palp, to be honest with you. Or if you have any single character. Once you get down to single character, indirect damage is going to be monster. It's going to finish off games so quick. So
yeah, and I think there will be. I mean, you and I have played Snap Solo for a while, and you pretty much just turtle behind shields and claim them into oblivion with Planetary Uprising.
Right.
But there's going to be probably decks that come out that are more efficient at it with these big die sides, like with the Resistance Bomber.
Right, and that's one of the things about games that I love. It's you get into your little comfort zone, and then it changes. The more sets come out, the more you're going to see. It's not just going to be the same meta decks ripping face anymore, you know. You're going to have to build decks around the unexpected, because and especially until they get a rotation in place, there's going to be such a large card pool to choose from that all of a sudden, you know, you're likely to see characters from Awakenings coming back with support cards from Legacies.
I think we could see the return of Big Vader.
I hope
with
so.
The new rules update.
I think it's a sad day for a Star Wars game when you don't see Vader being played, you know?
Or Luke Skywalker.
Or Skywalker.
I don't know. He might come back, too.
With the starter, with the new Legacy starters, that he seems to be a pretty decent Luke.
Oh, no, I'm talking about Jedi Luke.
Oh, original Luke.
Him and Vader might come back with Thrawn card not being able to, like...
Right. I hate that...
Steal their dice effectively.
Yeah, I hate that Luke Skywalker wasn't viable. He didn't have to be overpowered, but he was just...
I mean,
he was too inconsistent. I mean,
you look at new Phasma.
Right.
She's 14 cost. She has a better die than Luke. She has an extra damage side.
Yeah.
She's got a 1, 2, and a 3.
Yeah.
And she's 6 points cheaper.
Yeah.
Makes no sense. Disconnected. That is enormous Sasquatch looking.
That would be a big positive. Yes. JR.
Yes.
He Trey did take that down. It was a little bit closer than we expected, but. Once the Magnaguard was gone for Palpatine, he was struggling with Trey mitigating that die. So.
Well, and Trey had one turn he just rolled out 8 damage.
Yeah, naturally.
With his Rybotons and, but I mean, all of his dice had 50% damage side, so maybe that's what he was thinking when he's building his deck.
Right.
Is, you know, just.
And now it was expensive. I mean, there was a lot of pay size, but we saw he had resources
Aftermath,
built
Truce,
up most
Imperial
of the game.
HQ. Didn't have to worry about it, and Rebel War him if he needed it, which he was
needed it.
Which he was able to claim one turn and do it. All right,
well,
so,
he was claiming early instead of rerolling when he did that, though. So he was just taking the damage he had for free.
All right, so look, the round is just about to end. So we're gonna
get our next round.
Make sure that all our players have reported their matches and get our pairings for next round, and we'll be back in round 3:15.
3:15, yeah.
3:15.
So, yeah.
All right. Stick with us, guys. See you in a minute.